Hello, Soul Lights. It's great to connect with you for another reading. If you're visiting or happen to be new, welcome. I hope you find some insight and understanding for your path at this time, and maybe a bit of enlightenment and awareness. I'm Michele, and this is Soul Insights in Tarot. For this reading, we're going to be looking at where you will be, what you'll be doing in 5 years' time. This was a suggestion for Siggy, who is a subscriber to this channel and part of the Soul Awakening and Soul Path community on Patreon. And what a great idea. Now, you know what's interesting? I did this reading already, but I've got a new mic set up. So those of you that asked me about my mic, I went ahead and did a different setup. It's a Rode mic with this little like preamp thing, so hopefully it's better. I think I still have to boost the sound. I don't know, there's something that happens when I compress it to YouTube. But anyway, I did a few videos, a few video readings. I did some content for Patreon. I was on a roll, and then I undid the mic and put it back together, and I put the mic in the wrong thing. In the wrong hole. So this reading I'm redoing. I don't know if you can see it. Instead of putting it where the mic goes, I put it in the headset. So I'm going to be very curious to see if the themes are the same, because I'm tuning in. Today I was going to be editing it and putting it out there for Friday. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes through this time, because it was the readings were very detailed, very interesting, and very transformative, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to see if I'm drawn to the same one I was drawn to also. Anyway, it's great to have you here. It's really a joy. I love doing these readings. I love connecting with all of you and seeing how your life is transforming, your energy is transmuting, how you're just living on your soul path and really going for what you want. That's my jam here. That's my thing, is to help guide people to live more from their soul, as their soul, on their soul path, and manifest from the soul, to help you manifest your dreams, your desires on a soul level, your goals, and to understand yourself in life better, to just really live that life of your dreams. So that's what I'm here to do. I love doing, and I love hearing back from you what you're doing in your life. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, please check out the details in the episode box, the description box of this video. There's ways to connect with me. There's ways to journey with me more through Patreon. I don't just upload. I'm starting to upload videos and do extended readings to Patreon, but it's much more than that. It's not just a place for extended readings, even though I love doing readings and I love doing extended readings. But if you really want a deep dive into metaphysics, spirituality, you want readings, personal readings, private reading, you want to do group work, you want to do hypnotherapy, you know, want to connect more for astrology, numerology, tarot, you want to do deep dives into esoteric studies, theosophy, shamanism. Really, if you go to my website, soulplayground.life, and you kind of see what I'm about, that's what I'm offering. And it's a really great community, very supportive. So anyway, that's, and you can also connect with me on Instagram as well. Now, if you're new, just to let you know, always the timestamps are in the description box. I will do a little bit of a tune-in meditation. I just got finished with some clients today, appointment sessions, so I'm going to shift my energy. I've already done a meditation, but then I like to do one when I'm connecting in the actual video. So if that's something you want to do, you can join me for that, or you can skip ahead to the timestamp. So this is going to be soul story number 1, and this is a Carnelian flame. I got this from Jupiter's Gems on Instagram. She has some amazing crystals and gemstones. This I've had a long time. This crystal, this quartz crystal cluster is from a larger cluster. That helps you. This is a selenite star that I got in a local place. Follow Your Heart, I believe, is where I got this. This I've had for so, I think this is, I've had also from a local place, a Smoky Quartz crystal with phantoms. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, if the camera's picking up on that. So as always, trust yourself, your intuition. I find really with pick-a-cards that a lot of times it's more than one card, or maybe you're drawn to one card and a different crystal, then they can have messages for you as well. We have so much energetic change right now, a lot of shifting, not just change, but a lot of shifting like the preamp or the prelude to the prelude to bigger change. So trust your intuition, see what card or cards can you connect with or connect with you. Sometimes your energy extends out through the subtle energy, and then the cards literally or crystals speak to you. All right, soul lights, skip ahead if you'd like to. Otherwise, let's do a deep breath in here. And pause at the top of your breath. In your own pace and pattern, release your breath, drawing the breath down to the center of your body, out through the chakras at the soles of your feet. Pause, and then breathe back into the crown chakra, the top of the head, and pause. And then breathe out again intentionally towards those chakras at the soles of the feet. Pause, and then drawing the breath up back to the crown chakra and pause. This time, as you breathe out in your own pace and pattern now, you're going to breathe out through the chakras at the soles of the feet and breathe deep into Mother Earth, into that rooted energy of the Earth Star Chakra. Breathe into the rooted energy of the Earth Star Chakra and pulse here. Light breath in, light breath out through that Earth Star Chakra, connecting to the root. Mula Bandhara, and then breathe all the way up through the Sushumna, all the way up to the Sushumna, all the way up into the crown, and then extend up past the crown, connecting into your higher self, connecting through the Soul Star Chakra, and then release the breath back to the Earth Star Chakra. And when you're ready, breathe all the way into the Soul Star Chakra, feeling your energy expand through the higher self, opening wider into universal energies, open into source energies. Let the source energies extend through the Soul Star Chakra, breathing out, down, and then bringing your awareness into the heart-lung area of your body. Focus on the heart chakra. Now you may feel a tingling sensation at the soles of the feet or the crown, the top of the head. Just feel yourself more in alignment. Now when you're ready, take a deeper breath in as you breathe out through the heart chakra. And take a deep breath in and then breathe in, drawing the energies back to the heart. Breathing out universal heart energy. And breathing in universal heart energy. And you could open your eyes and choose the card or cards that choose you. Or choose a crystal or crystals that choose you. Soul story number 1, soul story number 2, soul story number 3, soul story number 4. Choose the card or cards that choose you. Choose the crystal or crystals that choose you. Trust your own inner knowing. Open to your intuitive awareness. And trust your own intuition to guide you to the messages that are right for you and your soul path. Hello, soul story number 1. This is your reading if you chose the Carnelian flame. Now, I do already feel a difference in the energy, so it's going to be interesting to see how the soul insights and soul stories come through for you. I was getting hurry up, hurry up. I was definitely getting, as I'm tuning in now to these readings, a lot of movement and which is telling me you're going to be moving, or in that 5 years' time that you have moved. There's been a lot of movement in your life and a lot of change in your life. Now, the Carnelian flame has a lot to do with inspiration and inspired action and creativity and having the confidence, inner connection, and I would say inner comfort to extend more out into the world. Now, I am seeing something here. I'm getting a message from this crystal being that you've gone through a lot of transformation and something has changed in the 3 to 5 years time. Now I'm reading where will you be and what will you be doing in 5 years, but I'm getting a lot of change between now and then, and something culminates in the 3rd year. Okay, so this reading is timeless, so depending on when you're watching this reading, that you're already in the middle of some kind of change, and then there's a great change in 3 years, a new direction, and then in 5 years. So a lot of you have planned for this change is what I'm hearing. It's not something that's going to be coming out of the blue, so to speak, for you. You're aware of this change. That makes perfect sense for you, right? All right, so let's see what the messages are for this reading for you, that your soul story. What is the story of your soul? What is your soul wanting to do? So you've got follow the sign. Yeah, see, you are being guided. And what I'm being guided to tell you, my impression of you by your energy and the images that I'm starting to see of your life, is you've been following signs. And if you notice, the similar energy here. So you've been getting signs of what to do, what to focus on, who to connect with, what to create, and my sense is you're going to be working also very creatively. Now, I just heard you have that studio. You have that studio, you have that office. There's something you've been wanting. You have the space, the bigger space. So let's look and see further. Synergy. Blending to create your talents. So by 5 years, you've aligned to your soul signature frequency. You're living much more, and for some of you, completely from your soul. And synergy has to do with authentic creative expression. So again, I'm getting that you've wanted this life of creativity, creative expression, or doing project. For some reason, I do get with you, there's something, YouTube or videos or something that you've put out in the world and now it's established. Yeah, look at that, manifesting magic. Spirit and your guides, a lot of you work with guides. You do work with the oversouls, or you have an oversoul. You have manifested what you want. And some of you, it's more than what you're doing now or what you could even imagine, is what I'm hearing to tell you from Spirit. And your guides are saying, we're so proud of you. We're so proud of you. You're very in tune or in touch with your higher self. Wow, let's see. Okay, I don't know if that came through as strong before, but I definitely feel a very strong, assertive, focused energy coming from you. So you are living the life of your dreams, of what you've manifested. This is not something that just happened. You were at the right place at the right time. You followed the signs. You followed through. And so you have, I hear, you've completely changed your life. There's been a complete overhaul. Now, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles, the painter. So let's see if that comes through. You have a posse, a group, a tribe, a community. You have people that you work with. I am being shown that a lot of you are very intuitive. Could be psychic channel. You work a lot with your intuition, with manifesting, perhaps law of resonance, law of attraction. You've really put the time into your life to create something that is much more magical for you, much more appealing for you. I hear also you're not alone. Don't worry, you're not alone. You didn't end up alone. Okay, I got Chariot reversed. I think that's the energies now. 9. Oh, wait, let me make sure, because sometimes I turn the card. Oh, nope, it's not. It's this way. Okay. Okay. All right, so you did move. Remember I said that? Yeah, you did move. All of the cards were reversed. So Cancer energy. So there is a move, and I really want you to notice soul story number 1, that this energy is really coming through you. You are on fire, in fuego, right? You are, there's a little Kali energy. You've released a lot of obstruction. So there's a lot to do with rooted energy, grounding, being centered, very much connected to the sacral chakra. Now the carnelian flame is very connected to the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Also, what you have here is the solar plexus chakra coming in. So what I'm getting by the Chariot card, first of all, you definitely moved. You have a new mode of living, a new mode of transportation. So definitely new car. You're getting around differently in your life. This is a household lifestyle change. The Chariot is led by the higher self. There are no reins there. So this is pure inspiration for some of you, the right instinct, being at the right place at the right time, following through on your ideas, okay? So you've been following the signs, following through on your ideas. The Chariot is governed by Cancerian energy. But 7, it's spirit leading. And you have the conscious reasoning here with the white horse, what's known, electrical energy, conscious. And then you have the energy of the black horse, which is the negrido, negra, the dark, the black, the void, the potential. It's the feminine energy. Now, what I want you to notice here is this horse is going forward. This is what you know, and you're looking ahead. There's a change coming up in your life that gets you in a new direction, new direction. There's something new coming in that gets you in a new direction. And on this new direction is also a new mode of living for you, okay? So you have a new mode of living, of transportation. There's definitely a move. Some of you, some of you are living, you're definitely living differently in 5 years' time, and there's a lot of abundance. I would say something you have been working on is very stable in 5 years' time. With you, I definitely feel you're on your way, so I'm going to say 3 to 5 years' time. I think that what I'm picking up for you of 5 years is it's just more of what you're going to experience in 3 years. So I don't know if that's going to happen with the other soul stories. Yeah, look at that, money. Exchange. Some of you will have sold a house or bought and sold a house. Where will you be in 5 years' time? You're moving. You've moved. And you're doing something. Now this, because you've got the 8 back here, the infinity sign, you're very connected to your higher self. You're in the current. Your personal current is aligning to the universal current. So with the 9 of Pentacles here, the 6 of Pentacles, I do feel you're still working, or there's something about income coming in. Now this could be residual income or passive income, or most likely it's income from projects, because you're still receiving income, but the income is accruing, it's building. So you're living very abundantly. And it's something that you have on your own that you're doing. I do feel a lot of you are some kind of psychic or spiritual messenger. Okay, let's see what else comes through. King of Swords, you're partnered. Now this could also be you, Gemini, right? Gemini energy, Libra, Aquarius. Again, you've got the bird, so you're very connected to birds. The owl is also a messenger of spirit, or hearing spirit's message. This is why I think you're listening, you're following the signs that spirit, your higher self, many of you work with guides, are putting out there. So you're really listening to spirit's message and your own, I don't know, your own inner spirit, your own inner guidance. Now, if this, we're going to look further. I'm going to tune in more. Let's see, because I'm going to do, let me see, I'm going to do a 9-card spread. Let's do that. That's what I did before. I want to go back to that. Okay, so this is communication, writing. For some of you, you are published, you wrote a book, or there's something you're putting out in the world, in social media, advertising, marketing, Now, it could be platforms like Patreon, it could be YouTube, it could be Insta, or whatever is there. I've been channeling in my Patreon group that there's going to be other types of social media, other ways. Now, you move to do your work better, a place that better suits you. Look at how you're showing up. Wow, you're showing up as the Empress. Venus energy. Taurus, Libra. So you are working very, very creatively. Some of you, in 5 years' time, you have child, or you have a child, or you're pregnant. I have to put that in. I would say that's a small part, 5% maybe of you, 1 to 5%. Majority, this is you are living your creative life, your best life. Now, the Empress is a very good card to get as the center card, because that's how you're showing up. Doesn't matter male or female. You're really out there in the world. Yeah, you moved. Empress can also be a new home. So you have definitely moved. Some of you, you've moved across the sea. You've definitely upgraded. You're definitely living much more. And look at Queen of Pentacles. So you are doing very, very, very well monetarily, financially. I would say health is doing well because it's coming under the 9 of Pentacles. And some of the cards here are reversed, so if they come out reversed, I will read them. But I had all of them reversed, and like a whole chunk, like this much, so that I knew that was wrong. So, yeah, this could be partnership coming in, or you're partnered with somebody, that whether collaborative or personal relationship. Now, you've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and again here you've got Libra, Taurus energy, and then we have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So these could be people in your life, or I feel for a lot of you, if you're not partnered now, you're going to be partnered. Or you're doing your creativity, you're putting things out there in the world, you're communicating, and that's what's bringing the abundance 5 years. But I feel like there's like also a resurgence of health. The Devil, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. Look at all these the Pentacles. So you're definitely, and then 6 of Cups. So I'm going to say 5 years time. Where are you? What are you doing? Some of you are parents, mother, father. Some of you are grandparents. Oh, I want to move this camera. I moved it up. I'm going to move it back, down. There we go. I hope I didn't mess it up. Okay. So yeah, there's parents, grandparents. I'm definitely seeing children around you. Also see pets. For some of you, I feel like you're living in some kind of, I heard farmland. You're definitely living in a different environment than where you are now. And I feel it's very lush, very green. Nature is around. For a lot of you, that you're in more of a rural area or mountainous, or you have a park. If you're more in a suburban area or city, you're more in there's a park around you. Actually, very few of you, I feel, are in the city. It's either suburbs, you could be near the beach. A lot of you are in a mountainous area, or an area where there's a big park or a lot of greenery. Or you could have a lot of greenery in your house. It's definitely showing 5 years' time that you have up-leveled in your income and in your living, the way that you live. Okay, let's see, what else? Yeah, mastering magic. Now, the Devil has a lot to do with manifestation and really doing something on the earth plane. So the higher vibrational frequency of the Devil, because I'm not getting, oh, you're in a toxic relationship, not with these cards. But the Devil, and you might want to watch my video, don't fear the Devil or run away from the 7 of Swords. Those are people that really know tarot meanings. And you can learn this by the Thoth deck. In the Thoth deck, the Devil is shown with 2 big gonads. And it has to do with creativity, tapping into a primal creative energy. So the highest level esoterically and in soul-centered astrology and tarot, the Capricorn, which rules the Devil, is the sign of the initiate. So it's learning to manifest from the higher vibrational frequency, knowing that everything comes from source energy and that we're channels of source energy for creativity. So I would say you are living a very sensual, sexual, passionate, creative life. A lot of vitality. You have projects that you're doing. You have things you're putting out in the world. You are in some form of committed relationship. Now, this could come later, or some of you are watching this and you're like, oh, I'm already in one. Well, then it goes to a next level. Because I also feel that you could have your own projects or something you're doing on your own, but you could also have a partner. Oh my God, I'm putting my hair in a ponytail and I just hit the camera, sorry. You could also have a partner, or your partner helps you creatively. I almost want to say that I feel like this could have also been a long distance relationship, or there's something that was in between the connection. So we're going to look at that a little closer. And again, for this group, I'm getting 3 to 5 years time. Yeah, moved on. You moved on from something or someone. You moved. Remember I said beach? So a lot of you are definitely near water, and definitely also I would say near a beach. These two wanted to come out. Lead, yeah. Aries energy, Emperor. So you have the Emperor and the Empress. That is also you. So you have integrated something in your life where you are the Emperor and the Empress. But you also have your Emperor to your Empress. You're showing up as the Empress. You've moved on. I want to say for some of you, I feel like you could have been in a different relationship and have moved on. Or some of you are not partnered and you find a partner. You've been on your own or alone for a while, or doing a lot on your own. Now you have giving and receiving. Again, 6 of Pentacles. So you have a steady stream of income. And this is something, income that you've put into. 3 of Pentacles. Remember I said I'm surprised I don't see the 3 of Pentacles. I kept seeing the 3 of Pentacles psychically in my mind's eye. Yeah, you're working a lot. You've got reach out. This is 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. You're working. You're doing something creatively. Projects, something, some of you it's an app. It's definitely something with the King of Swords. It's definitely something online. It's something that you've built up and that either you or other people manage, but it supports you. I feel you're living very comfortably, very well. I feel you are living really the life of your dreams. If you look at these cards, there's no worry on the King of Swords or the Queen of Pentacles. There's no worry on the Empress. You know, she keeps birthing new ideas or business or new ways. So this is you're living very passionately, very creatively. You have a new beginning. You've got the message to trust. So I'm putting that there. So the Chariot is a major arcana, Empress major arcana, the Devil major arcana, the Emperor major arcana, and major arcana here with a Fool card. So your life does a complete changeover. I don't even want to say 180. It's like some full circle. It's like a complete change. It's like a dial has changed and you've moved on from an old way of living and being, and an old way of also being seen or showing up in the world. So yeah, you have a lot of change you're not even living in the same place. I feel you look differently, you feel differently. You're much more self-possessed. There's a self-confidence, like there's a connection to yourself that you may not have experienced earlier on. So keep following the signs, connecting to the synergy, because you are manifesting magic. You know, I don't want to just do, let's move this over here. I don't want to just do where you're going to be in 5 years. How are you getting there? You're getting there, Spirit is saying, by following the signs and following your intuition and following through on those projects that inspire you, whatever you're doing right now. Okay, that's the message. And what you want manifests. Okay. Look at that, 8th house, new beginnings and endings, and then Saturn return. So some of you could be older, and then of course Saturn rules the devil. So I think whatever age you are, it's around your Saturn, maybe Saturn return, or some kind of Saturn transit that got you in a new direction. Now you've got the 8th house, which is endings, but also beginnings, and you've got the Fool here. So this tells me with that 8 of Cups, you did make a complete change here. You moved on from something. You gave something up, or you moved on a new direction. By 5 years' time, whatever you were doing, you're not doing it anymore. Or you're doing a different version of it. But 8th house tells me also there is residual income. There's multiple sources of income, maybe online income. There could be an insurance, a payout, crowdsourcing or crowdfunding rather, maybe crowdsourcing for ideas, or you've got, sponsorship with something. There is money that is coming in from outside or external sources, not just what you're doing on your own. Now, some of you could be older, chronologically and older. I'm getting 50 as an age, but I'm also getting 50 as 50, which is creativity and new direction, a new influence. So 5 years from now, you have built up a new structure in your life that's very different than how you were living. And I definitely feel if you want to be in a committed relationship or get married, you will be. What do we call it? Grants. You could get a grant. There's something about funding or someone investing in a project that you've done. So 5 years from now, you have a whole different, you have a whole different schedule and way of living. That's very powerful. See, the 8th house also tells me that you're also this sensual, I almost feel artist, could be pottery, could be painting, drawing, it could be jewelry making, it could be some creative expression you are fully in and putting that out there in the world, and it's doing well. Okay, let's look at houses. We've got the 8th house, but I also want to look here and see what energies are coming in house-wise. So we know your 8th house is affected. Okay. 12th house. It's also 6 of Cups. So something that you wanted. Pay attention to your dreams now. This is a destiny issue for you. However you're living, it's part of your destiny. Okay, it's part of your path. So we've got 8th house. Oops, 2 of these. Let's do the and 7th house. That's what I thought. Okay. That's partnerships, that's marriage, that's collaboration, that's collaborative partnerships. That is, you could be working with others one-on-one. This could be clients, customers. But I definitely do feel you are in a committed relationship. And or it's also committed with this person, or you're also working with this person. It could be a personal and business relationship combined, or for some of you, you could have a personal relationship and then a business relationship, maybe with a Capricorn or somebody that has a lot of earth in their chart. So this is a dream. Now, as I'm doing this reading, some of you perhaps have had a dream about this life or lifestyle, a dream about this person. And so to some degree, what you've been dreaming, or you've been getting hints or glimmers of it, you will be living it. You are going to be living it. That's what Spirit really wants you to know right now. You're going to be living. I heard you're living the dream. In 5 years' time, you are living the dream. Yeah, it's the truth be told. Ooh, secret admirer. Resistance, shyness. So somebody, I feel for you, you're going to have a lot of secret admirers. I feel like you're going to be doing something much more public. But I also sense the hint. For some reason, I think you guys are really curious type, or you really want to know. I think you're getting messages about what brings you to this person. So some of you, whether it is a personal relationship or a creative collaborative relationship, they are seeing you online. Some of you, there's a friend or colleague, there's someone that's going to introduce you to someone, but they said, oh, check out their Insta, or check out their social media, or this is their website, or this is their app, this is what they do. There's a way to see you. They're going to see you before you see them. And this is how I feel you meet this person. Okay? Those of you that are not coupled. Yeah. It's, all right, let's get another card. I'm not going to do too many. I know I got a kind of a lot of, yeah, something is about the walking away. You walked away from a previous relationship, moving, or way of living, or career. But I just heard you can take it with you. So something you build up, you do take it with you. Okay, you do take some of you let go of the old way of working, old way of living. Just know that your dreams are coming through. Look at that passion flower. I'm telling you, soul story number 1, you're going to be living a life of passion and purpose. And you're going to have a lot of passion in this, whether it's creative passion, inspiration, but I feel this relationship is very passionate. Now, it may or may not be an air sign. I mean, they could have air placements, or they could just do something in communication, or something very creatively. I wonder why. Some of you, I feel like I get like an artist, entrepreneur. And for some of you, I get like, I just heard like rock star, or a musician, or it could be like a producer or DJ, or they have that kind of background. Or they could have repped people like that. They definitely have gone through their own changes and let something go in their life, maybe a relationship. Well, for sure I get a relationship, because I definitely feel that both of you have been in relationships, long-term relationships, or married. This because with that Saturn return, most of you, not all of you, some of you will be in your 20s that watch this video, maybe late 20s around your Saturn return. Some of you could be, there's some Saturn aspect, either a second or third Saturn return, or Saturn, you could have had a Saturn opposition or square. There's something with Saturn and redirecting your life that gets you on this track. And there could be, I don't know, I'm not getting loss. I'm not getting a loss. I'm actually getting you building. It's your decision to move on, to let go, just like it's this person's. So it could be letting go of a corporate job, or corporate and moving on. It could be that you invest, or somebody invests with you, you start something new. But this is very, very, very creative energy. This has a lot to do with creativity. Oh my God. A lot of you, this is a second chance for the dream, your life's dream. I feel this has to do with second chance in life, for opportunity. Wow. Okay. I could keep going on and on, but let's look at the astro dice and then the runes. Messages for soul story number 1. What's your soul story 5 years from now? What is the soul story 5 years from now? Wow. Woo! Yeah, look at that. Mercury. Mercury in Aries. Wow. In the second house. You're slaying it. Mercury in Aries in the second house. Taurus, house of Venus. Mercury in Aries. You're speaking, you're creating, I just heard you're this orator, you're a writer, you're a communicator, some of you may be a commentator, some of you may be doing videos. That area, you are living it. You are up front and center in your dreams. you know, and the dreams have manifested into a reality. So second house and the Mercury in Aries, wow. Comfortable, confident, living your life, going out there, just doing it, living fully. Okay, let's see with my rune cards here. Or rune, I keep saying rune cards. I do have rune cards, but these are runes. I did get some runes from a subscriber, which I use personally, but I can't use them on air, you know, or here because they're too light. Okay, wow, look at that. It ends with Ophila, a house, inheritance. Some of you, you could be having an inheritance. There's money to you. You have Pertho. You followed your dreams, your goals. You took a chance. And then you've got Fio, increase, abundance, prosperity. How are you living in 5 years? You took a chance. It paid off. You have a house. You have a house of your dreams or life or whatever. Wherever you want to live, Ophila. Some of you are granted a house or a deed, or you're left a house, or you have the money for the house, or you're renting out a house. Some of you could have rental property, but you're on your path to destiny. This is great. Fio is increase. It's financial increase. It's abundance. It's also having someone in your life that is abundant and that gets you, you know, and loves being with you. So I'm getting a very, very great relationship, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, sexually, sensually, spiritually. I mean, you really are living the life of your dreams, of what you dreamed about, and maybe even didn't know that was possible. Yeah. All right, Radiant Soul Light. Oh, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really, really would love to hear your feedback on this, or if you get any other messages from the cards or the layout. I'd really love to know in the comments. And if you feel a resonance, I'd love if you would subscribe, get the notifications, and also share the video reading with anyone else that you feel could benefit. One thing I'm telling you to focus on. Now, this could be second chance, third chance, you're getting another chance, an opportunity, and you're making new plans. So something's coming back around that you have wanted. And I'm going to have to say this again. It's not going to take you 5 years. I'm looking at 5 years, where you are, how you're living, but it's a lot sooner. It's a lot sooner. This is just where are you, what you're doing. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is, I am following the signs leading to the life of my dreams. I am making my dreams a reality. No, my dreams are becoming reality. Because you're doing it, yes, you're doing it with your higher self, but some of you, this is a destiny issue. This is really a lot about with Pertho, or Perth here. This is a lot about meeting your destiny. So some of this is just, it's coming from past life, what you've accrued for this lifetime. All right, lots of love and light. Hey, Soul Lights, if you chose Soul Story number 2, the Quartz Crystal Cluster, this is your reading. All I can say is wow. After Soul Story number 1, I'm just like, wow, wow, wow. Whew, wow, okay. So, you got a lot going on. 5 years from now, what are you doing? Where are you? There's a lot of growth in your life. I feel like you've come out of the darkness, out of uncertainty and unclarity. You're much more directed, and there's a lot too for you with people. It could be community, could be family, could be in-laws, could be more children added. Some of you are teaching. I'm getting children or teaching school. Some of you are retired. Balancing act, yeah, because you've got a lot going on. So your life is very full in that 5 years. Where are you at in 5 years? Home sweet home. I feel you've moved and you have a new home. You bought a home. Some of you, you've bought and sold a home. Or It could be a new lease. It's just, you're definitely in a new home and a new environment. Some of you could have crossed the continent is what I'm seeing, or you've moved overseas. Some of you are back and forth internationally. I get a lot with Canada, United States, South America, and also Europe. Some of you also China. Okay, conscious living. Yeah, you've made some conscious choices to live differently. But I got to tell you, as soon as I'm tuning into your energy, I just see a lot. So do some of you have kids? Some of you are saying, oh, I have to wait. We have to wait to move. Or we bought a place. Some of you are remodeling or building or rebuilding something, or you bought property. And it's like, okay, the kids, when everyone's gone or the last one's gone, we're going to build there. Or we're building and we're going to retire there. So I'm getting a lot with making some conscious decisions about where and how you're going to live. And this is a 59, which distills to a 14.5. So that's showing new influences, new opportunities, and also new pathways. Some of you are going to study abroad or work abroad. You're going to be and I'm getting a lot of Canadian energy. So I don't know what that is, but some of you could be studying right now. And so 5 years from now, you have graduated, or you have a degree or some certification, and you are moving in a new direction, a new pathway with that 14.5. Let's see, balancing act. Let's look at the numerology on this. You've got a 38, which distills, right, 3 and 8 to 11.2. So this again, and this can tell me about real estate, also relationships with that 2 energy. 18 distills to a 9. So you're definitely managing something to have to make a decision, a long-term decision. Some of you are coming back home. So maybe at this reading, you've been living somewhere else. And in 5 years' time, you've come back home, or you've come back to where you used to live or where you grew up. Some of you are going to be reuniting with someone through social media is what I'm hearing. Could be Facebook. I got to be honest, I feel like it's more likely Facebook or Insta, or the version of that, the metaverse. I do feel there's going to be something else, another social media. But the older ones will still be there. Oh, look at this Knight of Cups that flew out. So I'm not going to have that part of the spread. I'm doing a 9-card spread, a grid, 9-card grid setting up where you will be in the center. But this tells me there's some kind of proposal or offer. Let's see, as it gets you in this direction, let's see what that's about. The proposal or direction. Some kind of offer. I just heard for some of you there's an offer on your home, or you put in an offer. Look, you've got the Sun card at the bottom there. And 2 of Cups. Yeah, expect cooperation. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups also. Well, you're definitely very happy. A lot of you are in a relationship, creative relationship, personal relationship. Queen of Cups. Look at all that water. You've got the Sun card, which of course is governed by Leo, but Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. You're very wow, an Ace of Pentacles. That's how you're showing up. And then the Star card, Aquarius energy. 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. I definitely get 2 of Pentacles. It is also balancing 2 parts of your life, 2 aspects. Could be the material and the spiritual, or the emotional and the physical. It's budgeting. I feel like and then the 7 of Wands, courage. 5 years from now, you're leaving something behind. Well, no, are you leaving it behind? Now, you're very content, but I do feel there's a new opportunity coming for you in 5 years from now. You've accepted a new opportunity or a new position of some sort that brings a next level of finance. So some of you could be Dating, I mean, there's definitely dating, there's relationship, there's existing relationships that have gotten stronger. This is also my group that I feel like you could be in an existing partnership right now. You could have a significant other and you're planning for changes now. Like, okay, let's invest here, or let's put this aside. Let's budget for this. Or I'm going to work, or I'm going to go back to school, and you're working, and then you can, branch out on your own. Or someone's been working as a consultant, they go back to a company, and then they get a package. Or again, I feel like there could be school. You're studying something, maybe yourself, maybe workshops, seminars, but for some of you, I could feel like it could be you're in uni, or you go back and get advanced degrees in something. There's a lot of work on oneself, work on a project, work, at a school. I'm getting teaching. I'm also getting healing energy. So some of you, you're doing your healing practice and it's paying off. Some of you are going to be working in partnership. You're going to have a partner in your healing practice, or you invest together. Okay, so there's definitely a lot with healing energy and taking your gifts, your soul gifts, and monetizing them. You're making offers to the world, and you're being supported in these offers. Whatever you're offering to the world. Okay, let's look a little closer here. I definitely kind of get two distinct soul stories here, like those that meet someone or just are meeting someone now and the relationship gets stronger. But I do feel with a lot of you that you're already partnered, and this is about just making different plans with your partner of how are we going to work out. Maybe you're looking right now in a 3 to 5 year plan. Where are we going? What are we doing? Because your life is very full. You're having to balance a lot in your life. Some of you could also be doing something more public or rising to a certain level in your field, in your occupation, in your work, even in the existing place of employment, is what I'm hearing. With those two aces, 5 years from now, there's a new beginning in an area of your life. So we're going to see if we can get a little more. That's why I'm wondering, did you go back to school? Did you go back to a job? Did you go back to something or redo something? Or did you extend something that you're doing to a new level? Whatever it is, you are feeling very happy and fulfilled. And I feel for some of you, if it is a new job or something that you did, I will pick that up that fell if you saw that, then by 5 years' time, you're seeing a level of security. Because I definitely do see security in this reading, even though you've got the Two of Pentacles at the base, but you also have the Two of Cups, which means I feel like you're working with someone. Oh, 2 cards fell. Okay, I'm going to take those cards. Material, so you're bound. So whatever you're doing 5 years from now, it's going to require some budgeting. Oh, this is the Knight of Pentacles. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, you're doing something new or extending it, or you invested in a business. I kid a lot with house or housing. You're starting to see the payoff of something that you invested in. The 5 of Pentacles. Number 2, but see, you have an increase. So you could have taken a hit financially and then things pick up. Yeah, universe there. Which of course that Plutonian, Uranian energy, Taurus, Scorpio energy. So when I see the universe or the world card, that to me, and it's a 21-3, it tells me that a cycle has ended. For you, it's the cycle of maybe having to, you're still budgeting, but I feel like you might have taken a dip in your finance or prosperity, or even in a relationship, there could have been a dip. And now you've, Maybe you two weren't on the same page, but now you're in a new arena, a new area. 9 of Wands, and of course a lot stronger. 7 of, okay, this definitely shows me that there's something with business. Like a new plan, a new business venture, or I guess it could be lifestyle venture or relationship venture, creative venture. You're definitely starting something new. You're not going to believe this. When I shuffled, look what came out again. Spiritual union, 2 of Cups. So they want me to focus on that. I think for some of you, you come out of a rough patch in a relationship and it gets back on course. Or maybe you're in that rough patch at this time with the reading. Right? Yeah, look at, you've got the 9 of Cups. So some of you, maybe you're dating a lot, or you're in a relationship that didn't work out, and then you get with somebody else and it does work out, or you're with somebody and 5 years' time you hit a rough patch and then it works out, because it is showing wish fulfilled. And I'm taking this as financially, emotionally. I don't really get anything with health. Health to me looks good here. Well, there could be a little bit with the 5 of Pentacles, and you've got the Star card, which does have to do with health and healing. It's a healing energy. And the Ace of Pentacles can be a renewal of health. So something definitely in 5 years renews for you. There's some renew. I just heard renew the vows. Some of you are renewing the vows. Some of you are proposed to. So it could be a renewal of vows, or it could be a commitment of some sort. Marriage or other. You're definitely well aware of where you're living, how you're living. And again, I'm definitely feel with this home sweet home, you've either returned home or you've changed home. You've changed location of where you're living. Let's put this here. So this transformation that happens for you does put you in a new environment. Also with the World card, you could find yourself around different people than what you would normally be around. Now, for some of you, this could be an expat situation, right? Some of you, it could be just that you're in a different group or different environment. It's definitely showing different people around you that you wouldn't normally. There's something different or unusual. Now, this could be because you have a job change. Let's see. Let's look and see what areas. 10th house, just as I said, job. I love when that happens, the synchronicity of that. Yeah, some of you have a job or career change. And you have new goals that you're going for. So there is a lot to do, I would say, with balancing family. Because when you've got that quartz cluster, there's a lot going on in your life. You're having to balance a lot with the decisions that you're making. And then we've got the 11th house, which is the house of Aquarius. This is wish fulfillment. This is finding a place where you can do what it is you want to do. I would say with your 5 years' time, wherever you're at or whatever you're doing, there is a group around you. Some of you, it's a community, like a neighborhood. Some of you, could be online community, or maybe you have a house. I kept hearing like farmhouse or retreat center, or maybe you give retreats. Maybe you go on a lot of retreats. I don't know. There's something with that. But 10th house, 11th house, this is like like-minded individuals. This is telling me that you're working with those that you really like, or they get you, understand you. You're offering something pretty unique. And that also goes with that conscious living. So it is some kind of fruition of an intention, of a dream, of a goal that you've gone for. And again, 11th house has to do with groups that have similar or the same interests, really groups that have the same interest. You know, like a sailing group. Everybody's sailing. A scuba diving group. Everybody's scuba diving. A tarot group. Everybody's doing tarot. You know, a healing group. Everybody's doing healing. A Toastmaster. People are doing, public speaking. So you part of your career in this 5 years time has to do with like-minded individuals. You are working with like-minded individuals, or they're working, maybe you're leading groups of some sort, or part of a group or a community. Let's see what else comes up for you. Ooh, release rigidity, Valerian. Do I see any? Well, that can be with that 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. You're having to work a lot. So I feel like I feel like 5 years' time, you've released a lot of, this is how it should be. This is how I should do it. I feel like you're much more flexible, especially because you have the Queen of Cups here. So you've released the need to make things happen or do it a certain way. And you're much more in tune with your emotions and your feelings. Because even though the Star card is a, it's an air sign, traditionally the Star card, there's a woman straddled between the earth and the water. So it's not letting emotions get away with you, or being an emotionalism, but it's learning how to channel emotions, how to channel feelings. And definitely at the Sun, which is Leo, which is the opposite to the Sun, opposite to the Star, right? Aquarius, Leo energy. You're coming in on that Leo Aquarius axis. You're somehow channeling some feelings or ideas or a passion into some level of purpose with a community, with a group. You're taking that and using that, creating with that. So you're still very emotional. Maybe at this reading you consider yourself over-emotional or reactive, but you've learned to channel that. Or maybe you're too buttoned up and not. Do you see what I'm saying? There's something about releasing the emotional aspect of you, your passion, your inspiration. And 5 years from now, there's an outlet there. Where are you in 5 years? So it could be sooner than that. I'm just looking at 5 years as being like this stabilizing energy, like, where are you? So you have a learning lesson right now when you're watching this reading. And again, it's a timeless reading whenever you're watching it, that you're letting go of rigidity. Because what gets you that success that I'm seeing and these bigger changes, and especially with the balancing act, where you're going to have to balance a lot, is you're going to have to be more flexible. That's the only way it's going to work. And look at that, Uranus. Talk about flexibility. 9 cycles, something's ending. So the changes that happen for you are a bit out of the blue, because you have Uranus here, the genius, I call Einstein thinking, and you've got the Star card here, which Uranus rules Aquarius. So this could be a new technology that you happen to take a chance on, a new way of working, a new way of connecting with people in groups or your particular community, or a new way of people meeting up that you are a part of. But I do feel as this rigidity leaves, that you're much more connected to your, what I like to call Einstein thinking, right? To that forward thinking aspect of you. Okay, let's see. We got one more card, and then we're going to look at the Astro Dice and Runes. Let's see, any messages for Soul Story number 2. I even feel it. You're just going to have a lot on your plate. Some of you, I even feel you could be getting remarried, and then there's, this person has kids, you have kids. There's the blending of families. Some of you, it's a business that sells, or you're in a corporation, they sell, or downsize. There's some changes. There's definitely changes as to how you work, and this balancing and bringing it all together. Okay, it shows delays, distraction, and change, but I think it's change, because if there's been delays, you have Uranus right here, right? Uranus is going to bring a breakthrough. It's going to bring freedom from the rigidity, right? So if you feel like you've been sidetracked, or maybe 5 years from now, there's a change that's coming, or the change is coming before, because we're looking at, what I'm seeing isn't just going to happen in 5 years. Boom. It's building. This is where you're building. Look at this, roaming wild, free-spirited, taking a risk and focusing on possibilities. That's what you need to focus on right now to align to the energy that's in this reading. So any delays right now, that's okay. You're learning to become more flexible, less rigid in how to do something or how to manage something or how to draw something in. But what's going to happen is it's going to free you up for new direction and new possibilities that come in rather quickly, right, with this Uranus energy. Some of you, it's going to be a quick decision that gets you in a new path. But whatever it is, you're very, oops, I forgot this one. You're very, again, there's like, it could be a new belief that's coming in for you. Let's see, soul story number 2. Let's see. Wow, between dreams. That's the Two of Pentacles. You're between the old life and the new life. The old way of being, the old. So you've got you're in transition to manifest this. So I think the message that's coming for you is just know that there's going to be another life, another way of creating, another big change is coming up for you. So be flexible right now. Focus on freedom. What brings more freedom? Your soul wants freedom. Is that financial freedom? Is it freedom to do more of what you want? Is it more free time? You know, only you can decide that. But the changes that you're making now in your life, soul story number 2, are what's leading to what I'm seeing psychically. All right, let's ask the Astro Dice, and then we're going to do the runes to complete for soul story number 2. Yeah, I can feel it. I feel very heavy right now, kind of sluggish, slow. So there is something that's freeing up your time. Look at that, 9th house. You see that? I never know which way you can see it. Mars. You got Uranus and Mars, and then you've got Libra. So yeah, it frees you up to do more what you want to do. Mars in Libra in the 9th house. This could be for some of you like how you interpret relationship is going to be changing. How you do relationship. How you work with people, maybe one-on-one, clients or customers, or how you work with a partner, or how you work in partnership. You're going to have communications about this. I think you're going to be planning, look, where do we want to go? What do we want to do? What's next? So you're moving in a planning phase right now with someone. That's what I'm getting. And it could be a move to move overseas, or maybe you move back from overseas. The 9th house has to do with foreign travel. It also has to do with, you know, publishing or schools or university. So there could be, again, something that you're completing up to then be in this new direction. All right, Radiant Soul Light, let's do the runes. Okay, definitely the first recording I did of this was wasn't as long, but I'm getting a lot of more messages. Okay, Haglas, change, disruption. So you've got Uranus here, change, disruption. You've got you're between something, the World card, Wunjo, but it brings happiness. So the changes that are coming or that happen in your life are going to bring happiness, and all you have to do is laguz, go with the flow. So you're going to be flowing with these changes that get you in this direction, that get that wish fulfillment, that get you what you've dreamt about, right? That dream coming through. You're in between dreams. You're in between what you manifested in your old life or old paradigm, old way of being, your, you know, chapter 1 or 2, and now you're going into a new chapter. So you're on your way there. So just be more open right now. The changes that come in that get you in a new direction and get you very, very fulfilled and very happy are starting to happen. I don't know that they're happening right now, but they're starting to happen. And in that 5-year time, they have, you know, happened. Now that doesn't mean that you're not manifesting some of it sooner, but we're just looking at foundation, you know, where, if I did a peek in, if I floated up above the clouds and then looked down at your house, this is what I would be seeing. All right, a radiant light. Your soul insights mantra for this reading is, as I release the hold and go with the flow, I manifest my dreams into reality. Trust your intuition, Lagoos. Go with the flow. Release the idea of how something has to be or has to look, or what's a relationship look like. Just be a little more open to new possibilities, a little more fluid. Yeah. All right, Soul Light. Wonderful to connect. I hope I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Soul Light. Welcome to this reading for you. If you chose the star, the Selenite star, this is Soul Story number 3. I just keep hearing a shine light. You've gotten lighter. Now, some of you, this is physical changes of lightening up, however you perceive that, but you're feeling a lot lighter. Look at this, is translucent a little bit. You can see my finger a little bit behind it. So there's something really wonderful happening for you or opening for you. Let's see what it could be. These readings have decidedly been a lot longer than they were when I first recorded. But I'm getting some messages for some of the soul stories of what you need to do or line to right now. So you've got, shining star. It's time for you to take front and center stage. That makes sense. You're lighter, you're feeling better, more hopeful. Reach for the star. Okay, I don't look at these cards. So you have barely scratched the surface. An untapped power. Power within. So I get, because selenite also has to do with purifying or cleansing. It's also about protection. I feel like right now and in the next few years, you've done a lot of work on yourself. Also physical. I feel there's been a lot of focus physically, maybe the physical body, maybe you're in better shape, you feel more fit. 5 years from now, I feel like you totally have a command of your life. You're very confident. I feel, yes, you've reached a level of some kind of status. Your star has risen. Some of you, it's risen again, or it's risen higher. I do feel there's been some fruition of some goals, some plans that you've put in place. And I definitely feel that you are working publicly, or if you're not working publicly, wherever you're working or whatever you're doing, there's some level of acclaim, of achievement. I feel like you have achieved something within your field. Some of you, this is definitely being more public. Now, whether that's online, social media, or within an existing group. Some of you are doing philanthropic work is what I'm hearing, humanitarian work, and you have some good ideas that you're putting forth. Okay, let's see here. I'll do one more shuffle. Yeah, you're definitely meant to shine. You're definitely, some of you are definitely in front of the camera. And then I got Emperor. Aries energy. The Hermit. Virgo. Death, Rebirth. Scorpio energy, Plutonian energy there, the Death card, and King of Pentacles. Then you're showing up as the Seven of Wands. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of internal work. And then the Ten of Swords. Justice, Libra card. Energy of Libra, Knight of Cups. And Knight of Swords. So for some of you, again, a move. There is a move. If things have felt stuck, there's a lot of movement. 5 years from time, but from 5 years from now, you're very established in some kind of business. Like I said, I feel like you've been doing a lot of work. Now, a lot of you could work with people. You could have placements, Virgo placements, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here, Aries energy. I feel 5 years from now, you're very established, whatever that means to you. You're established in your career. You're established in your work. You're established in your life. You're working from a contract. I feel like there's a lot to do with legal dealings or contracts 5 years from now. I don't know if I'm not getting home. I mean, that doesn't mean you didn't move. You could have moved or bought or sold a place, or you could be a new apartment or new living. But I feel like this has more to do with offers for your work, or I just heard entertainment. Some of you are entertainers, are going to be entertaining someone or entertaining something. But you're definitely feeling much more peaceful is what I'm hearing. You're feeling much more peace in your life, much more contentment in your life. Let's see what... Okay, I'm getting to use these cards to kind of clarify further. Yeah, look at that. Joy and stability, and also Libra. So some of you could be an attorney or work with attorneys. Joy and stability. 4 of Wands, that's a completion. Then you've got new vitality. Ace of Wands. 3 of Wands. Hierophant. Now I have to do this because changing times, 5 of Wands. I definitely feel that the 5 years, there's a lot that's changed with how we work or what we do as a collective, and that's also manifesting for you. There could be some job change or career change that you finally get stabilized. And for some of you, it is teaching with that Hierophant there, or you've learned your lesson of how to build up or build back up financially. Okay, because you've ended a cycle here. Now, I feel like some of you may have worked more corporately, or maybe you worked at a corporation or a certain job. Maybe you retired or put money aside. Some of you could have two or more jobs or ways of earning income is what I'm hearing. Some of you definitely are working as some kind of teacher. Maybe it could be a metaphysical teacher, a light worker. It could be a teacher in more of a mainstream way or world. But you're also doing something, if you are working for someone else, you're also doing something on the side that's yours. That's what makes me think of consulting, using your own wisdom. Okay, with that Hermit card there. But you're working under some contract. Now, some of you, I heard government. The government's involved somehow. You could be builders, or you left a government job and you have, what do you call it, the pension. There's definitely some kind of increase financially and something that is left to you, or it could be insurance or pension or assets that you also have, or what is it? Money saved or investments. Some of you could help others with investments. Maybe you are a stockbroker or trader, or you teach that, or you trade for yourself or for others. There definitely is something about money, managing monies. Okay, but there is going to be a lot of change that's in that 5-year period. But you find some niche, you find some way of working, I feel, that is very successful for you. Now, some of you, 5 years from now, you could be taking a bit of a rest or vacation, or not working as much. There we go. There's a move, the Chariot, and it's to a place that you love. So you might decide, oh, I'm going to take some time off, or I'm not going to work as much, or I'm going to do a different type of work. Yeah, so there's definitely a different way of living. A different, I think some of you are very entrepreneurial. Let's see what house this shows up. And you are applying that entrepreneurial energy much more. Okay, let's see, 5 years. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. What is it? 10th house, career, advancement. It's your public self. It's also the house of destiny. So again, you're much more public. You have a level of achievement in the outer world, in the material world, where others can see you. Some of you, you get some kind of reward or award for something. you are bestowed an award. Now, mind you, maybe it's your YouTube channel blows up and you get one of those, I don't know, one of those buttons or whatever. But it could be that. But for some of you, I definitely feel there's some kind, it could be a bonus. It could be extra income that comes in. It could be a gift of money. It could also, oops, oh my God, I hope you're hearing me. I just realized my mic. But you have an achievement and you're feeling good about that. I mean, look at that energy. You're feeling very good about your achievement and what you're doing in the world. So I would definitely say that achievement is very prominent for you. Yeah, first house, something that you've done on your own that you've achieved. Some of you, it's literally going to be a company. It could be an app or something like that, but there's something that you're funding or founding or you invested in or someone invests in you. And so this is about you. There's some goals that you've wanted, a plan you've put in place, and it is accomplished. And you're living with that accomplishment in this time frame that I'm seeing for you. Let's see what else. Yeah, so a lot of achievement, a lot of accomplishment coming for you at in this 5-year time. Where are you? What will you be doing? Well, some of you are sitting on your laurels, so to speak. You're retired, or some of you are taking a break. You're taking some time off because you have a cushion. You have a cushion financially. Some of you have done that and you've gone back in the workforce or creative force or an entrepreneurial force. Wow, these cards keep coming out. And some of you have moved into a different field. But you definitely, okay, here we go. Oh, I wanted that to come through. Third house. So some of you have done something on social media or publishing, or maybe your own publishing yourself, self-publishing, or some of you may have started a publishing company, or you're working with others. Third house, that could be siblings. Did I say some of you moved back from someplace? No, I think that was the other. I'm not getting that. I'm getting a lot with you with business, with work, with creativity, with projects. 27-9, you could be going in a new direction. Some of you are publishing a book that has to do with spirituality and intuition, maybe your psychic ability or your ability as a psychic channel or medium or your healing ability. You're definitely teaching, so you have modes, different ways of teaching or expressing. Okay, does that make sense to you? Different modes of teaching and expressing. So, and again, somebody could be an artist or a musician, or maybe you're doing meditation music, or somebody could be doing being a musician and saying, well, I'm just putting my art out in the world and it makes people feel better. So it could even be that. Okay, let's see, this card wants to come out. Okay, 2 of them, I'll take them both. Solar flares, which we've been having a lot as I'm doing this reading, or solar eclipse, but I've been feeling the solar flare. Yeah, so you reevaluate your life. And 7th house is partners, is working together with someone. I'm hearing someone is there to help you, and you don't have to do it all on your own or alone. So there is some form of partnership for you. And again, eclipse, a cycle is over with the 10 of Swords and the Death Rebirth card. Maybe there's a rebirth for you, or something that you're doing, almost like a renaissance, where you get active again in your life. Or some of you, again, are taking some time off. I have to say that because I keep hearing that. You could be taking time off to reevaluate, now where do I want to go? Now what do I want to do? But you definitely have the income or sources of income or investments is what I'm hearing. There's some level of investment. Some of you, it is digital currency. Some of you are working with a new kind of community or a new way also of banking is what I'm hearing, or new way of bartering or doing exchange. Look at nourish, self-honoring, self-growth, and comfort. Told you, comfort. Look at that Emperor and look at the King of Pentacles. You have a level of comfort. Look at here, you're showing up at the 7 of Wands, just chilling there. And there's somebody there with you. You're just chilling. You know, in your meditative state, you're tuning in, I don't see a lot of stress here, to be honest. The Ten of Swords even is looking ahead at something new, a new venture. So you're taking care of yourself, your body, changes in the body. You're taking care of yourself. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm going to take this card because it came up, Roaming Wild. It also came up, I think, in Soul Story number 2. So you're open to new possibilities. You've freed up. So if you felt locked into a job, a career, that you're going to free up. You're going to be able to free up what you do, your routine. But I will say that this reading I'm getting has a lot to do with your goals, your life. So maybe you're free up to go in a new direction, or you did go in a new direction and now you're doing well, it's built up, you feel good about your choices. Let's see what you have here. Exuberant quietude. I love that. Passion flower. Passionate about your life. You're exuberant, you're happy about your life, you have positive expectations, you're expecting the best, but you're also kind of quiet, calm. Look at these cards here. Emperor, King of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. There's kind of a quiet calm, even with the Hierophant. You're taking the lead, taking charge, persisting, persevering in your life. Yeah, there is a move. But you're not stressing. So I think you've come out of a stressful period. I will tell you that much. I feel that psychically with that Ten of Swords there. And just psychically what I get in challenging times, but you've overcome the challenges or overcome what you've needed to overcome. And didn't I say with you that something's lighter in your life? You're lighter, the body's lighter, your life is lighter. Coming up for Soul Story number 3. Sag, that's definitely lighting up. And we've got the 9th house, so there could be a long distance move. Mars in Sagittarius. So this could be where Mars is where you put your action. So it could be something overseas. It could be something that has to do with publishing or creativity or living abroad or working more internationally. You could be back and forth somehow, back and forth somewhere. Now, is this East Coast, West Coast? Is this Canada, United States? Is it South America and the United States? Is it China? I keep getting a lot of messages. China, Russia. I don't know. There's something going on with China in that time period. I'm getting a lot of, I don't want to, if I tune in too much, I start getting collective global stuff. So let's roll it back. But there's something with that, with your reading. There's something that comes up for you that you tap into and make a different choice into how you're working or what's important to you. But how you're feeling is very expansive. I think you're putting a lot of energy into something that is very uplifting, a different set of values or beliefs. It could, for many of you, be working more globally or internationally, or maybe you're working with people a lot online or of different cultures. Some of you have learned a new language or a few languages, or you're in a place where you're learning a language, or you've learned a new language, you've learned a language. Some of you are speaking multiple languages, I'm hearing. But there's definitely a completion, a lot of joy, a lot of stability around you, passion, purpose. You've got new vitality here with Ace of Wands, and then you have the passion flower. So look at all that purple. So you're definitely living on your purpose, your soul's purpose. Let's see. Runes here. So story number 3. Wow, we're not taking all those. So story number 3. Okay, yeah, coming out of kind of a thorny patch or having to keep, that's kind of keep on keeping on, Health, so will things getting better? This is the Sun card. Othilla. Yeah, you let something go in your past. You move it on. And then Rado, this is like synergy. This is things aligning. Rado is communication. It's also new direction. It can also signal a move. So I do feel for some of you that there's a certain way you were living and it was very, suited for you, very personal, and you end up changing that to go in a new a new lifestyle is what I'm getting. Because you have a lot of achievement. So there's going to be some things that you're able to buy and do that perhaps, years earlier you weren't able to do. All right. So anything else? Let me look and see what to align to this energy. What will help? Well, there's a lot of growth with you. Just connect into your passion and more of what you like to do. I feel this is destined change to some degree. I just heard the future is bright. And you'll be able to move forward. You'll move forward. You'll be able to make the decision to move forward. Okay. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is... wow, as I connect into my inner light, the light of my soul shines bright. Wow. All right, I hope you liked this reading. I hope it was fun for you, informative for you, and if you feel a resonance, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. And get those notifications and share the video. It helps the channel, helps people find me and me find people and connect. But also this may help someone. So if you think it would, I'd love for you to share it if you feel resonance and are up to that. And if you want to connect with me on Patreon in my Patreon Soul Awakening community or other ways, all you have to do is look in the description box right underneath the timestamps. All right, lots of love and light and big hug. Hello, Soul Light. So the first thing I'm hearing from you is you can do it. And then I heard you need help. You need support. So let's see, where will you be in 5 years from now? Where will you be? What are you doing? Now you've got the Smoky Quartz here with a phantom. Now the phantoms have to do with connecting more with your soul purpose, your soul path, and that there can be destined situations, projects, destined connections for you. Smoky Quartz also has to do with clearing the air or getting clarity, seeing beyond the smoke, literally. So sometimes we're not seeing something that we need to see in our life. So I'm getting in that 5-year period, where are you? There's something new that you have aligned to on a soul level. Maybe you've aligned more to your soul or the idea of your soul. You could be living more soul aligned. Part of your soul's purpose could be coming out more or already is out more and is a lot stronger. But this also helps you remember why you were here. What is your plan, your purpose? Why were you here? Why are you here? So you get a lot to do with the soul. Victim mentality. You're learning to understand that everything happens through you, not to you. That's because you're aligning more to the soul and you're a divine channel. You work with angels. So I see. So you've had a lot of change and you've left that victim mentality to work more with divine timing as a divine channel. So you have a very fated path, part of your path. And you had a lot that's happened to you. Now, I totally don't, I mean, we are victims to some degree. We have something happen to us, right? The victim to victor. So my sense is for many of you, and see how this resonates, you've had a lot of challenge and maybe trauma on your path. And there could have been a lot with relationships that didn't work out or go well, or betrayal. So there has been a lot. But I do feel in 5 years' time, now that doesn't mean it's going to take 5 years. I'm sure either this reading stirs this, triggers this, there's positive and negative triggers, or you've been in the process of healing already. Because what I feel in 5 years' time, you've reconnected with a certain part of yourself, and you've reconnected with a soul path, a soul dream, a past life connection I'm hearing, and a past life memory. So there's a strong remembrance of what to come here, and that what you went through was so that you can help others. It gave you the resonance to be able to help others. So I'm definitely getting a very in tune group of beings here. You could definitely, if you identify as starseed, this to me, I feel a lot of starseed energy. Definitely your light workers. And, you know, someone asked me what, you know, starseeds. And I found, before I even knew what a starseed was, I was 8 years old when I received the message. And believe me, way back then we didn't have the internet. So it wasn't until my 20s when I started studying metaphysics more consistently, and spirituality and astrology. It was an astrologer, Elliot Tanzer, who told me I was a starseed and a walk-in. So then I had to look it up. But I had received messages from my guides. You know, from age 4, I was working with guides and spirit beings. And I was told in a vision, and I was shown where I came from, that I was a starseed. So no, not everyone is a starseed or a hybrid. But it's not better or worse. It just is what it is, kind of thing. So it just means you have other planetary, you know, lifetimes and connections there. And a lot of people have starseed families. So you're feeling a certain cosmic connection to life. You're really feeling tuned in and aligned by what I'm seeing in this 5 years from now. You are helping people overcome trauma. Yeah, look at that 9 of Swords. Because you've had to overcome a lot of trauma. There we've got the 3 of Wands, High Priestess, and I'm going to do a 9-card grid. So at this reading, and I'm getting this, so at this reading, I feel like you're having to understand abundance, what abundance is, or different levels or different ways that prosperity and abundance manifest. And you could be coming out of a time of a lot of grief or anxiety or uncertainty in your life. But Spirit wants you to know that you're going through a lot to help others or teach others. And some of this is going to be people within your own family or within your own group. Here we have 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. You're showing up as the 8 of Pentacles right underneath the High Priestess. And then Ace of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Wow, look at that Page of Wands. So 5 years from now, you've let go of a lot, brother, sister, fellow soul path journeyer. You have stepped into your power. You have let go of a lot. You've accepted your gifts. You've accepted your differences. You've accepted your soul and your soul mission and what you've come here to do. You are free to do the work. And that's not just work on yourself. That's planetary work. That's humanitarian work. That's work on up-leveling, opening up to the new emerging consciousness and helping the new paradigm, the new earth. You are in fuego. You are on fire with that Ace of Wands. You are very dialed in. Look at the High Priestess, Pisces energy. There's a lot of firsts and beginnings for you, but you're really going to be working hard. Well, no, okay, they want me to change that. Working a lot, okay? You're very focused. Now, some of you, I definitely see writers. I see astrologers. There's something you're going to be putting online. Now, it could even be a YouTube video or community of some sort. Maybe it's Rumble, I don't know. But I also feel you're going to be working with moon cycles. So if you're not yet, start working with the moon cycles and notice your own energetic cycles. Be very attuned to your energy pattern, your energy cycles, your biorhythms. You're really going to be sharing a lot. Some of you are going to be sharing what you've gone through in the past. And 5 years, you've let go a lot. And a lot of you, it's how you've interpreted the world. You've let go of a certain belief system or limitation, idea of lack, or that you're somehow limited, or what you want to do can't be done. and you freed up to go in a new direction. So I get a lot with freedom, vitality, a blossoming energy that's coming in for you. And I'm going to look, but I feel like you're going to be around people that really get you. Okay, let's clarify with this deck that you're living abundantly. Now, maybe at this reading, there's a lot of ups and downs for you, but what comes up for you in 5 years, and actually I'm getting a year and a half, there's some big changes for 2 years, two years and a half. So you've got some big changes that are coming up for you. Continue to work on yourself. For those of you that aren't working on yourself, now is a good time. If you want help, I can help you, or in the Patreon Soul Path community. My website, you can copy and paste 5-step emotional clearing process, the basic 5-step emotional clearing process, projection, perception. You can download the advanced version of 5-step emotional clearing process, or understanding the universal laws and aligning the law of magnetic attraction, transforming fear into creativity. These are all powerful things. And some of you, I can feel and see you're doing that already. You're really working on your beliefs or your ideas of what is possible or where you came from. Let's see what comes here. Yeah, look at that spiritual strength coming at whatever you're going through. There's a breakthrough. I get this 7 of Pentacles for you is like you've been waiting and waiting and building, and then boom, it happens. And you're doing the work that you love. Look at that 4 of Cups. Awareness, the Magician. You are the awareness of the awareness. Material harvest, yeah. So you're going to be working towards something. Then we've got Harmony. We've got the Lover's card. So you're living much more harmonious. One of the things that I'm seeing that you're letting go is old memories and heartache. So there's, again, I definitely feel, now what's interesting, but it's coming through in a different way, soul story number 4 is, I do remember when I recorded this reading, and there's no way to salvage it because there was just no sound, but I did remember that soul story number 4, there was a lot of challenge, there was a lot to get through, a lot of emotional clearing or repatterning or deep healing work or shadow work, but coming through. I kept getting like this phoenix. So memories, you're really clearing old memories. Some of you could be past life, some of it's childhood, some of it's just life memories, heartache, loss, things that didn't work out, betrayal, just things not working, and living kind of more tight, not really being able to do what you really want to do. But I do see in this 5-year time that you're living much more harmonious, and you're really trusting your intuition, and you're really manifesting. With this coming under the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy here. And then we have Gemini with Harmony. So there you've balanced something. And then we've got the Capricorn or Virgo energy of the 9 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Swords, you've kind of, it's not that you forgot what you went through or the tough times. It's just they're fading in the emotional charge. They're fading in how they affect you, okay? There's a lessening. And you're learning a big lesson, and what that does is it moves you forward to do the work more fully and do the work that you really love doing, okay? Wow, let's see here what we've got here. Wow, you get a spiritual connection, deep love, soulmate. And that's also with the Harmony card, right? So you're with a soulmate. You're with your soulmate. Now, some of you may be saying, oh, Michele, I'm with somebody I love already and this and that. Okay, then that connection deepens. Or this could be somebody through work, a partner, or you finally are living that great life with a great job or opportunity. Yeah, commitment, vows, and partnerships. So a lot of you, again, have found you're married, new beginnings. Let's see, this one wants to come out too. Be receptive, open, vulnerable. Yeah, a lot of you, this is this is a change in work, and the message is to keep doing the work that you're doing, the inner work or outer work, whatever you're doing. Counseling, therapy, group work, whatever it is. And some of you are doing that for others. I feel like you could be the healer, teacher. But we're always both, right? Me as well. We don't come in here, the earth, or pop through the earth plane, just to share and teach. We have to go through our own stuff. So let's see the houses that are most affected, or areas of your life at this 5-year time. So a lot of you, you definitely are with someone, a soulmate connection. Ooh, 9th house. Because you've expanded your horizons. This is ruled by Jupiter. So some of you, there's also a move, maybe overseas. I think you're working much more spiritually. You could have written a book or do something online, or you've developed your own spiritual philosophy. Some of you could be a minister, a reverend, or doing deep healing work. I just heard spirits work, doing spirits work. Now, 2 cards wanted to come out. You know me, those of you that have been journeying me with for a while. 10th house changes, 1st house changes. So this is career. So you're achieving a lot. You're doing a lot in the outer world. You're doing a lot on the material plane. This is happiness in your career, your job, your position, or if you're doing philanthropic work or group work, or maybe you're on the board of something. Some of you could have just graduated with that 9th house. You could have just graduated from some kind of higher learning or higher educational institution or workshop or seminary, monastery, I don't know. But there's a lot with spirituality here, and then there's also this recognition of your gifts. I heard you're finally doing what you want to do. Okay, you're finally doing what you want to do. You've gone through a lot, soul story number 4. You have, last but not least, and you may feel like you're the last to get something or know something. What do we have here? Pay attention, nettle. So right now you need to pay attention to what's going on in your life. Let's see why. We've got be receptive, be open. Be receptive, be open. Okay. Tap your resources. Well, that's you. Tap your resources. So some of you, if you're wondering and investing in yourself or investing in something, but I get this with that Smoky Quartz, it's about your resources. It's about you, the resource that's you, your gifts. So in that 5 years' time, you are living your soul's purpose. You're using your soul's gifts. You're tapping the resources of you. You're letting others help you and assist you on your path. Okay, you have help, you have assistance. One of the things I feel you haven't had enough of is support, but you're owning up and realizing you are this divine channel. Now, some of you could say, oh, well, I'm an artist, or I'm a painter, I'm a musician, I'm a dancer, or I'm a insurance agent or a real estate broker. Yeah, but you're the recognition that you're a divine channel. And also I feel you're going to be at this time period living much more by synchronicity, much more divine timing. Much more in the flow of your life, doing your life's work. So, coming up for soul story number 4. What's the soul group? What's your soul story? What's your soul story in 5 years? Mercury, boy, 4th house. And Libra. So some of you could be even working from home or worked to have a new home. But I feel there's something about you maybe foundational or working with people's roots. You've changed your root, your foundation. It's like rooted for life, or the roots for life. That you've changed how you live your life or how you think. So 5 years from now, you've greatly changed how you think, and therefore your foundation, and therefore how you act and what you expect, and you're helping others do that. You're helping others or teaching others. Now, some of you could do some reforms. Now, what do I mean by that? Even if you're working for a company, maybe you reform the manual or the HR manual, or how people work, or how people are compensated or paid or something. You're definitely, wherever you go, you up level, you uplift, you bring awareness or enlightenment. You bring awareness. I just said that. You definitely enlighten people or bring more awareness or a new awareness wherever you're working or however you're working. Or whether it's children or, with a family, householder, raising a family. But I feel like you're stepping more into this understanding, and by this 5-year time, you've broken a pattern that's been passed on, and you realize you're free. You're this divine channel. You're free. You're free from what held you back, what encumbered you. You're free from the heartache or heartbreak. It doesn't hold you back anymore. It doesn't bother you for some, it's like you see that these people were wounded. You don't excuse it, but it's not holding you back. So soul story number 4, a lot of what's held you back in life, whether it's what's been done to you or what you've experienced or what you've thought about what you've experienced or how you've perceived it or, processed it, or your perspective, that you let go of and you really expand your world. All right, let's look at runes. Story number 3. Wow. Fiu, increase. This is abundance. This is increase in love, connection, finance. This is feeling abundant, feeling you have enough, maybe even more than enough of what you need. Degas, this is progress. This is the sun shining. Things better and better. Degas, it's like the sunrise, so it's slow, gradual progress. So you have a lot of progress. You have a lot to be thankful for in 5 years. And then we have Sewilla here, things getting better. Sunshine. So you have 2 cards for sunshine. Makes me think that a lot of you may be living near sunshine, or there's a lot of, maybe the summers are hot, or there's a proper sunshine, a summer, or you could be living in a warmer climate is what I'm getting. You've recuperated from something. Some of you it's something emotional, some of you it's something physical, some of you it's something emotional, physical. Some of you it's been a mindset, and you've opened up to more spirit, your spirit and spiritual energy. So I think that your life's work is coming. Maybe you're starting it now at this reading, but you're living your life, doing your life's work, doing what impassions you, and you feel a connection, empowerment, you're helping others. You are doing your soul's work, your life's work. You've come in with a mission, and you're living that mission out very abundantly. So I just see things getting better and better, and it may be slow, gradual progress, whatever you're going through right now, but just know that you get there, and you are the center of your world with that central card there. Your work is recognized. It's about you. You're finally going to have that support also. So right now, pay attention to what drains you or holds you back. Pay attention to the messages that you're receiving, what inspires you, what raises your energy, what you feel excited about. And just be open to new directions, new possibilities, and new people on your life, because that is what moving you into this expression experience on a soul level of 5 years that we're looking at. All right, so your Soul Insights mantra is, I am now opening to my soul's gift, my soul's mission, and the plan of my life, living abundantly. I am able to read the signs and follow the signs to my destiny. That's 10th house. All right, Soul Light, wow, I'd love it if you would share this video, if you feel a resonance, of course, and feel it would help someone. And if you feel a resonance, I'd love to have your hit the subscribe and notifications button. I'd love to have you part of this community. And if you feel comfortable, I'd love if you would comment, and can get to know each other on this soul path and this community. And if you want to dive a bit deeper or do more individual work, you can through my Patreon community, Soul Awakening, Soul Path Community. That's a possibility for you. Instagram, and there's other ways to connect with me that are in the description box below. So congratulations on all that you're doing. I do see the work that you're putting in, and I know it hasn't always been easy, and sometimes you feel like you're fighting uphill, but you are making it. You are going to do it. And the work you're putting in now is paying off and is going to pay off a lot more. Love and light.